Hi Year 2, in today's video we're going to look at solving a reasoning paper together. This is the paper that I posted on Seesaw, so if you've done it or you want to do it with me, you can follow along. Let's get started. Okay, question 1. Fill in the missing numbers. 0, 2, 4, 6. I can see here I'm being asked to complete the sequence. There are many ways I can do this. First, you can just count the circles in each one. Or if you know your 2 times table, we actually know that each time we are going up by 2. I know my 2 times table, so I might go 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I can just count the squares to help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 8, 10. Okay. Next, Sam makes this number. What number has Sam made? In the same way, I can count the squares, or I know that this is a tens frame. So if all of the circles here are filled, this is 10. I might just write that at the top to help me. 10, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 add 7 is 17. 17. I'm just going to count to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sam has made the number 17. What is 1 more than Sam's number? More means my number has to be bigger, and I'm going up by 1. When you see the words 1 more, all we are doing is adding 1. Sam's number was 17, and I'm just adding 1 to that. 17 add 1 is 18. My answer is 18. Always remember to write it back in that square rectangle. Okay, question 3. Max makes the number 45. Complete the sentence. 45 has tens and ones. 45. I can see they partitioned here into tens and ones. 45 has 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, because 4 tens is the same as 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. You might not even need to use this. If you're really confident with your partitioning, then you'll know that 45 has 4 tens and 5 ones. Okay, next, I need to fill in the missing numbers. I can see my first number is missing, and my 5th number is also missing. That means I need to use the numbers that are already here to see if I can find a pattern. Let's check. 5, 10. 5, 10. Oh, I know my 5 times table, and I know that 5 times 1 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10. Or if you don't know that, you can also just see what the difference is between these two numbers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 add 5 makes 10. I'm going to just write that here. Now I've got 10 and 15. Let's see if we find the same pattern. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm adding 5 on again. That must mean that this next number has to have 5 added to it. 15 add 5. I know my number ones really well, so I don't need to count. I know that's 20. But you can also count to make sure. Just to check, let's check this makes sense. 20 add something is 5. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We are going in a pattern of 5s. Okay, so I worked out this missing number. What about this one? I know that each time I am going up by 5. But here, this is the first number in my sequence. So actually, I need to work backwards here. Something add 5 will give me 5 because I'm going up in 5 each time. So I just need to do the inverse. If something add 5 makes 5, I need to find out what that number is. I can find that out by doing 5 take away 5. Oh, any number subtracted by itself is always 0. My answer must be 0. Okay, question 5. Here are some 2D shapes. Which shape has 3 sides? I'm looking for the shape that's got 3 sides. I know my shapes really well, and I know a triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to write triangle. Triangle. Let me make sure I remember to spell it correctly, and it's right there to help me. Which 2 shapes have the same number of vertices? The same number of vertices. Oh, whoops. The same number of vertices. I know the vertice is the corner point of a shape. So let's see. Let's count them up. A triangle has 3. 1, 2, 3. A square has 1, 2, 3, 4. A pentagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a rectangle has 1, 2, 3, 4. My question is asking me which 2 shapes have the same number of vertices. Oh, a square has 4 and a rectangle also has 4. So my answer is square and rectangle. Square and rectangle. Great. Okay. Question 6. Pens come in packs of 10. How many pens are there? I can see here I'm going to need to use my knowledge of the 10 times table. I can just count in tens each time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then I've got 2 pens left over. So 60, 61, 62. There are 62 pens. You could also just do it by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of 10. 10 times 6 is 60. Add on your 2. Either way is fine. Question 7. Complete the part-whole model. Okay, I know my whole is always that number at the top. 57 has been partitioned into 30, and what other number? I'm going to need to use my knowledge of addition here. I know in addition, a part add a part makes a whole. I've got my whole, that's 57. I've got one part, 30. I am looking for a part. If I'm looking for a part, I have to do subtraction, because in subtraction, I always start with my whole. If I subtract a part, that will give me my other part. Okay, let's put that into my equation. I've got my whole at the beginning, 57. Take away 30 will give me my other part. I know how to do this. 57, I'm going to partition into my tens and my ones, circle my tens, underline my ones. This is subtraction. I need to be really careful that I'm making sure to subtract. I'm doing 50, take away 30. If I know that 5 take away 3 is 2, then I know that 50 take away 30 is 20. Now I just need to add on my 1. 20, add 7 equals 27. You might also be confident enough to just know your tens and your ones. Always label them. If you know that 5 take away 3 is 2, that means you've got 2 tens. 7 take away 0 is 7, you've got 7 ones. The answer is 27. Okay, here I need to put the numbers in order. I need to start with the smallest number. The smallest number. Okay. First, I'm actually going to look at my tens in each number. I've got 3, 4, and 3. Oh, I remember. If my tens are the same and I'm looking to find out which number is bigger or smaller, I then need to look at the ones. I'm just actually going to label my tens and my ones. Okay, 38 and 31 both have 3 tens. 3 is smaller than 4, so one of these numbers has to be the smallest. Now I'm going to look at my ones. I've got 8 ones in 38 and 1 1 in 31. 1 is less than 8, therefore 31 is the smallest number. Now I need to find out which number is coming next. Well, if on this side it's the largest number, I already know that 4 tens is bigger than 3 tens. Therefore 49 has to be my largest number, and that leaves me with 38. I'm just going to check it to make sure it all makes sense. 31, 38, 49. Yes, I can see I'm getting bigger each time. Therefore, I've put my numbers in order. Okay, question 9. Here is a part-whole model. Write the fact family for the part-whole model. Okay, let's have a look. I'm first going to start with my addition. I know a part and a part makes a whole. 13 add 7 makes 20. I remember that addition is commutative. That means I can swap my parts around and still get the same whole. So therefore I can swap these parts. That means if 13 add 7 is 20, 7 add 13 also will give me 20. Now I need to move on to subtraction. Remember, in subtraction we always start with our whole. My whole is 20. I'm going to get that right in for both of my equations because they're both subtraction. 20 subtract 7 will give me 13 because a whole, take away a part, gives you your other part. In the same way, using the inverse, I can do it the other way around. 20 take away 13 will give me 7. I've got my 4 equations for my one-part whole model. Question 10. Miss Rose buys these 2 items, a coat and a purse. How much does she spend in total? Total, I already know I am doing addition here. I'm doing 48 add 29. Oh, I'm actually going to skip this question because in year 2, we have not done addition with regrouping yet. So I'm actually going to skip over this whole question. This would not come up in the test. 11. Ben rolls 3 dice. Here are the scores from 2 of the dice. The total score of all 3 dice is 15. What is the number on the 3rd dice? Okay, this looks like a really wordy problem, but let's just break it down. Ben rolls 3 dice. We've got 2 of them here. That means there's 1 more, and we just don't know what it is. He's given the numbers from 2 of the dice. We've got 5 and 6. The total score of all 3 dice is 15. That means that 5 add 6 add something makes 15. And we want to find out what this number is. Okay, let's just work this way. 5 add 6 add something is 15. Well, let's start with what 5 add 6 is. 5 add 6. 5 add 6 is 11. I know that using my number bonds. Now I'm just doing 11. Add on something else will give me 15. 11 add something makes 15. You could rearrange the equation here and just do 15, subtract 11. Or you can just start at 11 and count on until you get to 15 and then see how many you counted on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 4. 11 add 4 makes 15. 15 subtract 11 is 4. The 3rd dice must be 4. I'm just going to go back and check. So that means if I've got 4 on this dice, I'm doing 5 add 6 add 4. 6 add 4 is 10. Quick number bond. Add 5 is 15. Yes, my 3rd dice is 4. Question 12. Which number is the arrow pointing to? Oh, right here. I'm right in between 60 and 70. I know the halfway point between any multiples of 10 is always going to have a 5 in the ones. 60 and 70, 60, 70. Halfway between 60 and 70 is 65. Draw an arrow to show the number 98. 98. 98 is between 90 and 100. 98 is closer to 100 than it is to 90. So if 95 is about here halfway, 98 would be about there. 98. Question 4. Circle the shape with 4 faces. These are 3D shapes. So a face is each face of the shape. Let's check. Here I've got a cube. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces on a cube. Okay, so that's 6 faces. Got a pyramid. 1, 2. There's one at the back. 3 and 4. Okay, I already know it's my pyramid. Next. Oh, I've got a little equation here. I want to work out the value of the square. I'm actually going to skip this. This is not something we've done in year 2. Again, will not come up in the test. And last question, question 15. Complete the number sentence. This actually, again, will not come up. This is quite a hard question. However, I'm just going to show you how we can do this. What it's saying here is 52 add 14 is greater than another equation. I've got two equations and it's telling me this one's greater. If this equation is greater, I just need to make an equation that's smaller. I don't need to do any working out here. I know that 52 and 52 are the same. And if this equation is greater, my number here has to be smaller than 14 because it needs to give me an answer that is less than this equation. You could write any number less than 14. I'm just going to write 13. You could write anything between 13 and 0. That would be fine. Okay, that's the end of the test. I hope that was helpful. Just remember, a lot of these questions that are on here would not come up in the test. Only things that we have done in year 2 will come up. So that excludes any division, fractions, unless it's a year 1 recap, and any questions here that I crossed out. I hope that's helpful. Make sure to keep practicing and see you next time.